On this trip around the county, we take a look at a popular podcaster located here in Noblesville, and the journey a bottle cap takes to become a bench. All this and more on this trip around the county.
Welcome to Around the County. I'm Maya McDonald.
And I'm Brooklyn Goff. On Around the County, we take you to places you may have never been and introduce you to people you may not know.
He's one of the most popular people online right now, and producers Schaefer Doan and Jack Gigani show you one of Noblesville's most famous freshmen, a kid with a talent for the world of podcasting.
Welcome back to the Giovanni Show.
Meet 15-year-old Giovanni Hamilton. His podcast is an online sensation, and his brand owes a lot to his easygoing personality.
It was a great game. The Eagles won 24-7. It really just came from COVID year, wanting a hobby while I was cooped up in the house, and I knew I was really good at talking about sports, and then I posted it one day, and it went crazy. I had Chris Long on, former defensive lineman for the Eagles and the Patriots. He won us 2 Super Bowls, and he really helped me grow my podcast. And now this year, we have hit over 50,000 downloads. We came up with it, me and my producer, just pitching ideas, trying to get it away from just Philly sports, because we wanted to expand to the whole NFL.
Born in Philadelphia, the move to Noblesville was quite a big change for him. But Hamilton has already found his way here in central Indiana.
Yeah, it's been great here. Great community. Everybody is so nice here. People that I've met and grown a good bond with is specifically Trace Beak. He's a senior. Number 0, he is the bird.
Trace Beak is a senior football player at NHS. He's a fan of Hamilton's accomplishments both socially and professionally.
He's inspiring, so positive. He's done so much more than so many other kids.
Junior Blake Coven, a football manager at NHS, is another buddy of Hamilton's. Though he's only known him for a short amount of time, Coven has already made a lot of memories with the young media star.
That bus ride was super fun. Like, we all brought snacks and would share them on the bus, and I mean, we just talked for like 2.5 hours on the way up there. I mean, sitting through Chicago traffic with each other and like bus stops and whatever. I mean, I'd say that's probably my favorite memory with Gio over the season.
From the Colts, what's up, man?
I definitely think there's a future for him in that area, at least. I think he belongs with sports. Gio like is serious about his podcasting, and I can only imagine how much better it's going to get like as he grows older.
I feel like for your show to be good, you have to be different. My thing is I don't like to bring drama into the show because there's a lot of controversy in the NFL and everybody always wants to talk about that. But I'm kind of more of a people person. I want to hear people's stories about how they got into football, who they modeled their game after, stuff like that.
Besides Hamilton's connection with his NHS football buddies, Hamilton has picked up another set of supporters. Who are these new fans? The Indianapolis Colts.
I have a connection at the Colts who I just reach out to him via text, and he asks the guys come on my podcast. We have on the man, the myth, the legend, T.Y. Hilton. What is up, man?
What's up? I'm just chilling, enjoying life.
With Eagles players, I just put out a video. Everyone in the locker room pretty much knows me, so they're just happy to join usually.
Former Philadelphia Eagles and Colts quarterback Carson Wentz is just one of the bonds Hamilton has formed. And it's quite a special one, too.
At this point in time, Carson Wentz is kind of like a brother to me. He's really taken me under his wing. It was just a great feeling to be kind of reunited with him, going from Philly and being in the same city as him to coming here and being in the same city with him again. Just a great experience.
From Philadelphia to Noblesville, from the East Coast to the Midwest, Giovanni Hamilton is making his mark. He's the host of a wildly popular podcast, and he has picked up a whole new set of fans at NHS.
We love him. I mean, he gets us fired up. He's always there, telling us good job, motivating us, and he's a pleasure to be around.
I think Gio's just like a value asset to our sideline just because of his energy he brings and his love for the game. He's just like such a good person to be around. He makes your spirits feel lifted.
Drew Miller. You can't put it any other way. He's a dog. Everybody loves him.
From the Colts, what's up, man? Be yourself. Make your show you. Make it around your personality and really make it different, stand out. Yeah, a lot of people think that like jobs have to be like not fun, but my job, it's not even like a job. It's just like I get to talk to my idols all day, so.
And we are back now with the famous podcaster himself, Giovanni Hamilton. Gio, thank you for coming here with us today.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course, of course. All right, so obviously your love for football and everything is something we've covered all throughout, and there's been a lot of different things that you pinpointed that were pretty impressive, and one of those is your relationship with Carson Wentz. You've been a huge fan of Carson Wentz since you were how old?
Pretty much ever since he got drafted, so 2016.
Your relationship with the players on the football team here. We know you love football. We know you have a good relationship with a kid, Blake Hoven, the manager, right?
Yeah.
So first I want to talk about Trey Speak, because Trey Speak I know Trey Speak, you know him. He's a great football player. He's a good guy. And what has he done for you? Like, what is your relationship with him? Can you go more on that?
Just ever since I joined managing a couple weeks ago, he's really embraced me. From the first scrimmage, just always comes up to me and talks to me and stuff. And then during the game last week, I got to put the turnover chain on him when he got the fumble recovery. So
you've already formed a pretty strong bond with these guys, which I think is incredible. And how do you feel about that?
It's really good to have everyone embrace me like they have. Guys like Trey and Max Sala and just the coaches too, Coach Sharp, Blevins, Coach Tank, and just everybody embracing me.
You know, when you are interviewing these people, these players, someone like Carson Wentz, when you're talking with Carson Wentz, is it natural? Or is it just like you have to think about it, or like you and me are talking right here? Is it any different with these professional players or anyone?
Not really. I've been told many times that I was made for this business of sports broadcasting and podcasting, and I didn't really see it until I had my first guest on, who was Chris Long, former defensive lineman for the Eagles and the Patriots. He won 2 Super Bowls, and just him coming on my podcast really put it in a perspective that I was kind of a people person and that I liked getting out of my shell on the podcast and really showing everyone who I am. It really put it in a perspective when I wasn't nervous talking to this big NFL player. So just everything. Ever since that, it's been pretty natural.
Is this something you want to do forever?
Yeah. So I actually want to go to Miami for college.
Miami, Florida?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And I want to continue broadcasting. I want to go for broadcasting and just be the next Rich Eisen.
So thank you for coming. This is awesome, and what you're doing is incredible, and we're all very proud and everything, so keep doing what you're doing, and doing this story with you was awesome, so thank you for coming.
Thank you.
If you've walked around Noblesville High School, you've probably seen some remodeling changes popping up recently. What you might not know is the story behind these new spaces. Producers Katie Swart and Aaron McMahon take a closer look at a partnership between a couple of important organizations in the community.
Student at NHS, you might have wondered what the colorful benches around the school are. These benches are made out of 100% bottle caps. The idea of these benches were made and brought to life by the Conservation Club. Eric Garule is the club sponsor. He says,
It wasn't till 2019, I think, we were having our first conservation club meeting, and someone was looking for ideas on what we can do as far as a recycling idea, and someone came across Green Tree Plastics, which is a company that does turn the benches or the caps into benches.
On these benches are plaques. One plaque that stood out was the Students Against Cancer plaque.
The Students Against Cancer, a couple of the members I had in class, and they were looking to kind of raise awareness, and they were looking to do something that, and they had money and they wanted to, put it to something that would be a good use.
Haley Kirkpatrick is the president of the Students Against Cancer Club.
Each year, Students Against Cancer chooses a different part of the community to help, and last year we decided to join the environmental team and make a bench in honor of to help the environmental team, but also to key that in with cancer and to maybe spread more awareness.
Evelyn Rosebirch, a member of the Students Against Cancer Club, feels these benches hold a significant value in remembering those who lost their battle against cancer.
I think that these benches are very important to spreading the cause. In fact, my father has one upstairs, and I think that it just kind of, like, if people actually read the plaque, it kind of shows what we do and why it's important, and it kind of lets people just be reminded of people who have cancer and people that need support of it.
A key takeaway from Kirkpatrick and Birch is everyone is united and can help each other.
No matter who you are, you can always key in with someone else in the community to help you.
I just think people need to know that they're not alone out there, and that there's a lot of foundations that could really use people's help, and even people who have cancer out there who don't have a big support team that could just use some people in their lives right now.
That's all for this episode of Around the County. I'm Brooke Goff.
And I'm Maya McDonald. Join us next time for another trip around the county.